Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? Welcome back to the channel and your daily dose of Mortal Kombat 11 news, leaks, and discussions. Today, we're not just going to be talking Mortal Kombat 11, we're going to be talking the future of Mortal Kombat games. And there are a few popular games from, a number of years ago that people would love to see redone. Seeing as we got Mortal Kombat 1 through 3 redone in Mortal Kombat 9, and some of the story in, like, Mortal Kombat 4, I think redone in MKX, and then MK11's just been its own thing. But with them redoing MK1 through 3, kind of redoing MK4, you have to wonder, where the hell is Armageddon, Deception, and Deadly Alliance's remaster or retelling in a new era, in a new timeline? Well, that's what we're going to be talking about today, in about 10 seconds. If you guys don't care to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave me a comment down below, all three go a really long way to help the channel, and I really appreciate it, so thank you. But with that being said, let's jump into this one. So, Mortal Kombat Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance tend to be three of the favorite games amongst most Mortal Kombat fans. I know I started playing Mortal Kombat games at Deadly Alliance. That was my first ever Mortal Kombat game. I still remember, like, the weird Johnny Cage skin. It's just a lot of nostalgic, weird memories for some reason from playing those games. And those games still are some of my favorite games today, even if I disagree with all the hype behind every single character in the 3D era. They're still some of my favorite games. They told some of the best stories in Mortal Kombat that we've had so far, and they did have some pretty good character depth and, character story to them. Now, in post Mortal Kombat 9 and above, of course, in Mortal Kombat 9, if you guys follow the story, we got the new timeline, the reset because of Raiden, and I believe it was at the end of Armageddon, when he was about to get his shit clapped by, Shao Kahn sends a message through time, and it reaches the Raiden in MK9, and in MK9, Raiden goes out of his way to change the future. He tries to change everything up, and that ends up fucking a lot of things. Liu Kang dies, we lead into MKX with the Revenants. That's kind of like MK4's story, I believe. I'm not really too sure when it comes to MK4. I believe like half of it was like, that's what was supposed to happen in MK4, and then the other half was complete liberties taken. And then we lead up to Shinnok's defeat at the end of MKX, and we lead into MK11, which seems to be an entirely different story. No real 3D-Era characters besides Fujin have been introduced into the Mortal Kombat universe post MK9. We haven't heard from Blaze, we haven't seen Chaos Realm, we haven't seen Order Realm, we haven't seen any of these other realms and any of these other characters leading into MK11. And now in MK11, it seems like they're going to be rebooting the timeline again, all the way back to the Great Kung Lao, unless Shang Tsung's ending in Aftermath was the true one, which would be very likely. See, that's kind of what we have to hold on to, and that's kind of like the basis of this video, because if Shang Tsung's ending is real, that does give us the opportunity to lead back into Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance. But the thing about that is everyone's already dead, right? Like, Shang Tsung killed everyone, so I'm not sure how they would do this, besides going with Liu Kang's ending, starting from the beginning, going all the way back, doing a Shaolin Monks 2, but having it be a prequel with Fire God Liu Kang and the Great Kung Lao, and leading all the way back up to the current events, but I guess with Kung Lao being the chosen one through Deception, Deadly Alliance, and Armageddon. It's just really confusing, and I'm not sure how they would do all this. Do I think that they're going to eventually get to Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance? Yes, I do. I do believe they will get to those stories in some way, shape, or form. Will it be exactly how they were back in the original games? Probably not, but neither was MK1, 2, 3, or 4 in MK9 or MKX, which is fine. They're different games. But I know a lot of fans would like to see these stories remastered and updated, and I think the closest we're ever going to come is kind of like an off-brand, offhand telling of these stories from a different point of view. I do think it is a possibility, if they never even do that, that we will get remasters of these games at one point in time. Ed Boon's already made a comment on that about how he definitely like to do that. But as far as getting like a one-to-one remake, I'd say that would be its own separate game, and it wouldn't be a part of the current timeline that Mortal Kombat has going on right now, unfortunately enough. Do I think these games deserve to have their story retold in a different point of view? I do. I definitely would like to see Blaze come back, the story leading up to Armageddon, the big battle in Armageddon, and maybe even taking part in it in a different type of way. Hell, I'd like to see this game, I'd like to see Armageddon told retold in a Shaolin monk's point of view, where it's not really a fighting game and it's just a story game with fighting game characters. I'd love to see something like that actually happen for Armageddon, but it's all wishful thinking, and it's really just waiting to see, because these are the next games technically in the storyline of, the new timeline that need to be told, and I do think they're going to be told in one way, shape, or form, but it really just depends on when we get there. I think they might go all the way back pre-MK1 to the Great Kung Lao in the next Mortal Kombat game. I do think Liu Kang's ending is the real one, but I guess we really just have to sit back and wait and see. I do think these games will eventually be retold in one way, shape, or form, but as far as how long out that is, how far out that is, I have no clue. It's unfortunate because these games are amazing, and I really wish they would have kinda stuck with it and done MK1 through 3 and 4 and did Deception, Armageddon, and Deadly Alliance, and then moved on to something new, because I hate that if they're redoing these other 4 games, they kinda left out 3 of the biggest games they had, and 3 of the games that had some of the biggest fan bases that they had. It kinda sucks that they left those stories almost completely out. But I'm sure they'll get to them. I'm sure they're building up to that somehow. But that's just my opinion. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know your opinion in the comments down below. Do you guys want to see these stories retold? Do you want to see the new timeline version of these stories? What they could do different with these characters and this plot? I'd really love to hear what you guys have to say. That's going to do it for this video today, guys. I really hope, again, you did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video and possibly subscribe to the channel for more Mortal Kombat videos like this. Huge shout out to my supporters, Jay, MasterVex PC, Sir D, Frank the Tank, H2O, and Ricky Laughlin. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys, and I will see you guys next time. I've been your host. My name is Tootin, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.